Is this thing on?
Well, I chose Humber because it had sort of the program that I actually really wanted. There were other things like specific into HVAC, and I didn't want to do just that. So once I got into the sustainability field, I was much more interested in building technology and sort of the engineering and of entire buildings and systems. So I sort of wanted a broad overview of everything, to be more of like a building consultant type thing.
I spent a year in the construction industry, and I was appalled with all the detrimental practices taking place and all the environmental degradation. So I took my degree in biology, where I learned about nature, and I decided to apply my skills in construction, and this was the perfect program: sustainable energy and building technology.
I chose Humber because it was kind of a one program that wasn't offered anywhere else. No other schools had a comprehensive program to do with alternative energies, conservation of energy, and energy efficiency.
Originally I was going to go for electrical engineering, and then I found this program, sustainable energy, and decided to go into that one instead.
When I started working, looking for colleges, Humber apparently had the best program in Ontario, and had a really great subjects to take a look at and all that stuff that I really like.
I chose Humber because of their extensive field experience. They've been doing a lot of work collectively with the Ontario government as well. Like the Ministry of Energy came to visit.
But I wanted a thorough education, and Humber seemed to be leading the way in terms of sustainable construction and education. So
I've actually been in the green industry for several years. I started off with waste energy facilities, incineration technology. I was the ops manager, project manager, and so I kind of had the experience, but I didn't have the educational background. So I decided that maybe I should go back to school and get an education.
Just looking for a program for sustainable energy, for green technology, stuff like that. And Humber was one of the first things I saw on the internet. It sparked my interest, so I decided to come here. Yeah, I went to university before this, and the theory was good, but it's also good to have the practical knowledge and technical expertise you get here at Humber.
We really see the opportunities for graduates of our program in three areas. Serving in project management roles related to the first area would be energy conservation, energy efficiency, energy management, which extends into building automation systems as one area of focus. The second would be green or sustainable building practices, and that's primarily these days is focused on new construction, but that will obviously extend to existing buildings, renovation and repurposing as well. And then the third area of focus would be implementing renewable energy technologies. Right now we're seeing the biggest number of opportunities in the building sector. We know that despite the fact that we've been talking about energy efficiency and conservation for a long time, we've still got a big stock of buildings that need to be improved. The energy performance of those buildings need to be improved. So that's where we're seeing the biggest opportunity right now. Clearly, where we see the future is the whole concept of sustainability would be an integration of those three areas of focus, and they would be considered on every project that we did. But right now, we see the biggest opportunities in helping buildings perform better.
Humber offered an opportunity for me to apply industry knowledge directly into programs that are related to buildings and actually more efficient buildings.
It's been really good. It's a really new program. So there's been, I think, quite a few changes as the program keeps kind of getting along. We're actually the only second class to ever take it, so I think they're still working on it and getting it the best as it can be. So, but yeah, it's been really great.
I think I like starting off. The program was really kind of a little more hands-on than I expected, and you get a good grasp of environmentalism and stuff like that. Very interesting stuff.
There's some stuff where it's more business oriented, but yeah, for the most part, it's been what I expected.
It's a great program. I mean, all the instructors are very knowledgeable in what they have to offer and say, and they all have experience in the field. And it's more, I guess it's more technical, like, and they have more technical experience rather than the theory side of it, like a university.
Humber gives you the opportunity to develop yourself as a person and as a new worker in the future.
I probably would have liked it a little bit more a little longer. This goes by really quick.
The experience has been pretty good. The faculty is really helpful and knowledgeable. They really encourage group work, so it's good to work in a team environment, and yeah, it's been solid so far.
I feel very nervous and no direction I can go. And when I came to Humber, then I feel my classmate is very kind of me, and I feel it's really good experience for me to stay here. Humber teacher is very nice, and they help me a lot, really a lot. So I'm really thankful for them.
Had a great time. Honestly, Humber is like the equipment in this room is like anywhere in the entire complex. Like it's all readily accessible. We have computers like always available to students that want to put in the extra effort, and it's really, you know, we make friendships and relationships with people that can be carried on into the future too, and that's really the most important thing. Just maintaining those.
Amazing. Made all my classes, which is a little different from university, so that's good. Met some great friends, excellent teaching staff.
I found my experience good. I mean, what I knew coming into this program and what I know leaving, I think, is a huge contrast.
The experience has been really great. Teachers are awesome. They have a really good skills teaching their knowledge for the industry, like what they know about the industry, what is out there, and they give everything they know about what they know about the industry.
Humber was an awesome experience. I loved the campus, loved the school, loved the people. They got knowledgeable professionals leading your courses, a lot of hands-on experience, and ultimately it was probably the best 3 years of my life so far.
Well, that's been, we've been very fortunate to have the support of AIRON and DizTech and Honeywell in providing the controllers and to enable us to develop those workstations so students can get the hands-on feel of what it means to be working with the building automation systems and the monitoring, the communication, and the control of those building systems. That's where we're going to see our benefits in the future. So the ability for students to get actual hands-on experience is something that you just can't replace with video or reading something or looking at pictures.
AIRON in developing this lab curriculum, our collaboration was very successful in working with Gazim Berisha as technologist in our lab, and his knowledge and expertise in the industry worked perfect in conjunction with our lecture material in order to make this experience for the students as beneficial as possible.
Yeah, it's something that I was never exposed to originally, so what I take away from it is probably just getting my hands dirty with the software, with the different components, and
it's good. You get a lot of hands-on experience, mostly with computer software and designing, architectural, CAD, Revit. I know since we were one of the first couple of years that took the program, the hands-on stuff with the renewable technologies wasn't as advanced, but as you can see in the lab that we're in right now, they've definitely improved that, and I know the younger kids are getting a lot more experience looking up wires and doing installations.
You get a better grasp of the technologies, the way the systems work together, the way that the components all interact.
That's super helpful. Getting to work hands-on with all the equipment before you go into the field gives you the hands-on experience that you really need.
Yeah, and you can hook up with our computers right to the components, and makes things really easy.
It helps you understand what's really going on underneath the facade, I guess.
Means a lot to me because I can see how Humber is trying to give us the tools in order to improve our education.
Instead of a guy sitting in front of a screen saying, okay, you have a controller or your thermostat, and if you don't know what the thermostat is, you're thinking, okay, I understand the language he's using, but I don't know what component he's at. So this has helped 100%. Like the facility we have here is really, really great.
It's really helped the learning experience. Rather than just seeing words on a page, you can actually pick things up and try them out and see how it works. Yeah, it makes a big difference, the whole hands-on aspect of that.
It's a great learning tool. I mean, you can go out and just play with everything and like hook a computer up to it, and it's really good hands-on experience.
I'll be doing energy auditing, hopefully consulting on large-scale projects, trying to obtain LEED certification. Other than that, just also really stressing the point that now is the time to make a change with regards to sustainability, and we can all perform little tasks that can have a big impact.
Of course, I can do other parts for that energy analyze, some equipment, effects system, something like that.
Well, I'm hoping that it'll be what they call it, they do the integrated design, where things aren't separated as much and it's more of a collaborative group. So I would like to work with a team of designing entire buildings and being one of the guys to help design, how the solar should be set up, or whether it's wind or geothermal, and how that can be incorporated into buildings. And then specific to this class is the building automation system section of it, and making intelligent buildings, smart buildings, and that's where a lot of this equipment comes in really handy for us to see the graphic interlay of that and actually be able to make it work.
Started developing this lab sometime about a year ago, and our collaboration was developed through AIRON with a couple of product manufacturers. And what we appreciate in working with AIRON was the support in actually applying this type of equipment into our curriculum. Our program is not meant to be for building contractors or for controls contractors, but it's meant for technologies that are going to make our buildings more efficient in the future.
I see it moving towards developing sustainable communities. That's the first thing, moving away from the old North American patterns of the single-use zoning, the car-dependent communities, and moving more towards district energy, district heating, cooling, renewable power in communities, like solar panels on top of residential, commercial buildings. You want to see everything in close proximity, just incorporating natural space into the environment in the planning process. I think it's going to benefit a lot more for the future and for future development to happen in that spot.
Yeah, I think that the prospects right now in Ontario are great in the green energy sector, and seems that politicians and people involved in the government are willing to take a step ahead in order to improve Ontario residents' lives as well as Canadians' lives. We will be hopefully proud of the step that we're taking right now in the future.